sense because the neighbor kid is in the house all the time. What the you supposed to say?
No Clarence. What up? What's happening? What's cracking, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, here with my dog, the day one, man with the plan himself, Jalen West, Mr. West, what they call him. Jay, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm back and I'm better. I'm happy to be here.
Ooh, Bryson Tiller.
I got some
Indeed.
color.
Indeed.
Just a little bit. Like I was telling the Patreon, I got told by 2 black women that I didn't get any color. And it hurt my feelings. It hurt my spirit. But my wife said I got color. So that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Shout out to the wives.
Yeah,
shout out to the wives.
Shout out to my wife.
We are officially in July.
Yeah.
We're officially in July. We're officially halfway through 2025.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing just to be here halfway through another year. 4th of July weekend coming up. When you look back, it do, but it seems like when you're in the moments, man, it be like, bro, this is a long day. Long day.
This I'm going to tell you, this year so far for me has been going by really quickly. It don't feel, every day's just been like super fast for me.
Please excuse my voice today, getting over a slight little cold. Baby girl was sick. Then we got sick. Also had a family cookout. Shout out to the Philly family for coming down to the DMV for the cookout. My apologies for no crabs, yo. We just did not buy crabs, and I'm gonna put that on me. I should have set that up. You feel me? Now, for some reason, and shout out to Pops, we had lamb.
Okay.
We had lamb at the cookout. This was a very interesting case. The thing about it, it was great, but nobody wanted to cut it. It looked too good. You know what I'm saying? I had to be the one to take a plastic knife and be like, I'm going to get me some of this lamb. You feel what I'm saying?
Lamb's good.
Shout out to my pops on the grill. Shout out to my mama. Setting things up, you know what I'm saying? Games with the kids and all that stuff, man. It was a good time, man. I'll be back in Philly in 2 weeks, so shout out to the fam. Another Lindsay cookout. Another year. I think we were able to do 4 years in a row now. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, word.
It's hard to keep that stuff going, bro. I swear. All right. Mm-hmm. Let's get into some things because we got some things to talk about. You feel me? Word. We start off with Jalen's nerd news. Yes. Jalen is our nerd aficionado. You feel me? He locked in, ready to go. Jay, what you got for us today?
All right. So this week we're going to talk about the number one show on Disney Plus right now. I'm going to start with the positives. Ironheart. And if you listen to this now, by the time it's come out, the last 3 episodes will come out, the season finale will be out. It was only a 2-week thing. They kind of streamlined it. It's okay, though.
Yeah.
Ironheart, the first 3 episodes is what we're going to talk about.
Let's talk about
I'm going to start off by saying, I thought the show was good. I think it's good. I don't think it's as bad as people say that it is, and I don't think it's amazing. But I think it's a sustainable show. I've seen worse Marvel shows. I think it's good. I think all the acting is good. I think the storyline they're doing is interesting. I think it's a cute little show. It's a cute show. It's nice. I like it. It makes me happy. It made me smile. I like to see how they kind of brought Riri back to her roots of Chicago, because, the show starts off with her getting kicked out of MIT and basically have to scrounge from the gutter.
Yeah,
figure out how to make a new suit.
I didn't like the way she was kicked out.
Yeah.
I would have preferred the first 3 episodes give us a reason for her to get kicked out of MIT.
Well, they did give us a reason, though.
No, but it was all in the explanation. And I just wish we kind of saw her actually like waste the university money or, because she walks out. She leaves the school with the suit. It ain't like the suit wasn't like working. So the real,
well, they
you can explain
because of the plagiarism.
Fair. Well, you can explain to us these small things, but it just felt like we speed through the fact that she got kicked out of MIT, and that's kind of tough because that's where the Wakandas found her. I kind of wish there was more something around that, but
I will say that I have to disagree because that's something they already established with her character that she was doing, selling, doing people's homework for money, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was something that was already established from Wakanda Forever. So I think they just built on that and then used that as the
Okay,
reason to get her out. Because that's
I
stuff
got
we
you.
already knew about her, you know what I'm saying? I will agree. I did want to see her maybe at MIT a little bit longer, not in like the
Yeah,
first 5-10 minutes, but I think they needed to do that in order to get her back to Chicago.
I respect it.
Um,
I love a show in Chicago, bro. Can't go
yeah,
wrong with that.
I thought, but I will say, I think everybody's doing well. The guy playing the hood, Anthony Ramos, I
Killing.
always love to see him. He
Yep.
got swole for this, which is interesting.
Yeah.
He is going to be in the GI Joe Transformers movie, which is interesting. So it's nice to see he's getting big. I like most of the characters, not all the characters. I don't really like the team of bandits, the team of misfits.
It is
Um, I don't like it due to the fact because it felt like it's just another. They made it another excuse for the racist and the bigots to dislike the show and not give it a chance. They
which
kind
part?
of made it just all the characters. All the characters in the group. Literally, I seen it, and the first thing I thought was like, they're gonna say it. They're gonna say it's woke. They're gonna say it. They got the gay black guy. They got you know, they got the two chicks that fight. One look a little bit on the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Not on the spectrum, but like the LGBTQ thing. I don't mind it, but I didn't like. I don't like how they did this, and you could tell that it was like people are gonna hate that just for that. Maybe that's what it is. I personally just thought they should have built on the group a little bit more, give them more to do. Like they kind of just was like, I'm the tech guy. We beat people up. I blow things up, and then it's the hood cousin and the guy with the hood. So it was like I felt like it wasn't a group that really meshes together very well.
Uh, all right. The only ones that didn't make sense was the fighters.
Yeah, man, them two I could do without.
The shorty that loves explosives. I ain't
Keep
mad at that.
her.
That was hard. That was
Keep
hard.
her. That's cool.
Even the tech.
Keep the
Even
hacker. Keep the hacker. You need one of those. You know what I'm
and
saying?
then look. A little sassy hacker. That's kind of funny.
That's funny. I don't mind him. I think it's
You
the
know.
fighters. I think it's the
I
fighters.
really think it's the
What
fighters,
are they?
bro.
What are they there for? You know what I'm saying? Maybe make one a locksmith. You know what I'm saying? Like they got two
Give
fighters with the hood and his cousin. The cousin's good with knives. Like, well, okay, what? All right. Yeah.
you know.
Um,
You know.
I will say I think it's interesting what they're doing with the AI, and I like how they're leaning into some type of trauma into a backstory for Riri that we did not get from Wakanda Forever. I didn't know that her stepfather and her best friend died right before she went to MIT. That's interesting.
Yeah. That
I
is.
thought it was interesting how the AI is her best friend now. It's a little creepy, a little fucked up, but
I
I like it at the
think
same time.
I So that's the interesting part about the show that people not really like seeing, in my opinion,
Yeah.
about like how the future of AI could be.
Mm-hmm.
In a world where like there's endless possibilities on the screen, attaching information to your brain, and then you like developing like a real life artificial intelligence like that. That's not like something that's like unimaginable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like the AI actually has some type of feelings.
Yeah.
Shorty froze up when she saw the gun. And it's like,
Yeah, that was
stuff
that was
like
I was like, is she freezing because of the gun? I
yeah,
was like, oh, that's
yeah.
interesting.
Stuff
He's
like that is interesting on the technical aspect of it. You think about how a lot of shows can move technology forward in that sense.
I
I
thought
found that very interesting.
I thought it was compelling when the mom was like, "Oh my god, she's exactly like how she was before. Can
Yeah,
you make one for Gary, her ex-husband?"
yeah.
And if you think about it, that's so fucking sad because she lost two husbands because they
Oh
said
wow.
she's a widow. she was a widow before she met her stepdad. So she
Yeah.
lost two husbands. Imagine that type of pain. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I will say though, I think the suit's cool. How they did it, they're not doing like you actually see her walk up out of suit, and that's kind of dope as shit. I can't wait to see what else they do in these next 3 episodes.
Yeah.
With the suit because there's 3 episodes left. They come out tonight at 9 o'clock. Show's already over. We could talk about that after my overall review because I'm kind of not a fan of how they treating the show.
Who's they?
Talking about Marvel and Disney. It's mostly Disney. I feel like Disney's streamlining it and trying to get it out.
Um,
They're not
Let me tell
confident
you,
in the
bro.
project.
I feel like it's okay. We ain't seen no interviews for the show.
I saw a
I,
couple.
I'm feeling like I'm surprised nobody went on the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I feel like it's just small things that I'm like, all you got to really do. There's certain spots you go to when
yeah.
you promote something, and you're going to get more eyes on it.
Oh, for
And for
sure.
some reason, Disney of all places it refuses. It just didn't do that. Don't do that for certain, you
I
know,
I
television shows.
honestly, we can get in this conversation now. I give the show a 6 out of 10. Personally, that's not bad. It's not good. I think it's an okay show. I think it's a suitable show. I think it deserves a season 2 from what I've seen so far. Um, I personally do not like how they just dropped 3 episodes and 1 week and then dropped another 3 episodes the next week and they're like, all right, that's it. That's Ironheart after it's been delayed for years and all this jazz. And it's just I feel like every time it's a character of color, this is what happens. But at the same time, they're making these characters because people are asking for it. And then when they do it, the people who are asking for it aren't coming to see it. So they're just streamlining it because it's not getting the type of views and love or testing well. And I just feel like they just need to put the same type of care and delicateness that they do in the other projects that they do in the projects like this in order for people to want to watch it. But also at the same time, it's on the people to actually watch these shows so they could continue to make these shows. Because if we don't watch these shows, even if they're good, bad, or not or amazing, we have to still support it at the same time.
I hear
Um,
you and I understand. I give a show a 7. I like where we were left off at the end of episode 3.
yeah, there's some
Very
stuff
stressful situation.
I don't like. I don't think that's a
I'm
lot of
also not a
people.
fan of how she messed up the robbery though.
Yeah, I didn't
Like,
like
why are
that.
you
She
so
didn't. Why she got
curious?
to do that during the
That
robbery?
was
I
the
did.
worst time to try and get a
Yeah,
piece of that nigga's cake.
and this is one of my issues with the show. I think the way it's written is a little dumb sometimes. How they write Riri is a little dumb sometimes.
Well, the writer
Like,
is dumb, but it's like a cocky dumb. Like, I can
yeah,
do
so
this. Like, I'm smart enough to
yeah,
be able to figure this out.
I don't
And
like how they did that because it's like this is just a terrible time for her to try and get this
yeah,
cake.
if she was
Like,
smarter, she would have figured out how to do it while they was
yeah,
chilling or while they was trying to figure
exactly.
that
Something
out.
like that. Like, why do you need to do it while you're in the middle of the heist? But also at the same time, why are you not making sure the shit that you have is on you? I know you're in the middle of a fight, but like now it's gonna lead back to old boy, and old boy is finally, standing up for himself. She gonna turn him evil. The
I
white
mean, well,
man gonna
look,
turn
and I
evil.
mean, and this is the part. This is why I like where we left off. All right, and the foundation has been laid to give us a very intriguing next 3 episodes.
Yeah,
She's in a little debacle.
just a little bit, just a little
you know,
bit.
I'm sure she'll find her way out of it. It wouldn't be a show if she did everything
Yeah.
smoothly, right? So, um, we'll see how it goes.
Oh,
I look, bro. I give it a 7. I honestly give it a 7. I hope my hopes for the show, and this is my hopes for a lot of shows that are streaming, that you don't rush too quick to put these characters in more of the Marvel universe. Like, I feel like if you're gonna make the show, give them their own worlds for at least another season.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm kind of hoping Daredevil continues to just do like neighborhood Daredevil shit for another season before they try to integrate him. Same thing that I would like to see done with Ironheart. Like almost how for years it was just friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe certain characters could come in every now and then and build it up. But I just wish we stopped basing everything off of one season.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel in the past had failures of movies initially, but they continued to build upon the
Thor's
movies.
1 for 4.
Exactly. So I want them to do the same thing with building out Disney Plus streaming service. If you're gonna build out the streaming service, if you're gonna make content for the streaming service, build it up. It's okay. You
Yeah.
know, we're gonna be here.
I
I'm finna
think
watch it.
I think the failure of Secret Invasion really opened up Marvel's eyes. There's actually a book that came out recently that's like goes into like everything going on with Marvel since Endgame and before Endgame. And it basically was like Disney kind of like was like, yo, you gotta make as much shit as possible right now. We gotta
Yeah.
make this money. And like you come to find out, like their plan was to have Spider-Man, Black Panther, and Captain Marvel be the next three things.
Yep.
That was Marvel's plan, right? They were supposed to be the next big three, like Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America. Chadwick Boseman passed away,
R.I.P.
kind of put a wrench in that plan.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, she just never got the love. That character and that actress just never got the love that they wanted for her as a character, and the fan base just was never a fan of her. So all they had was Spider-Man. Then the Jonathan Majors thing, they were like, hey, you know what? Let's lead in the King. That shit blew up. Now they had to scramble again. Now they go into D23, which is Disney's like expo for to drop their shit. And Kevin Feige, the guy who runs Marvel, just gotta say some shit's coming out, and they don't even have no plans.
Yeah.
You know, so like they didn't even have a plan for Fantastic Four when he announced Fantastic Four was coming out. They didn't even know they didn't even have a script ready. They didn't even have a script. They didn't even know who's gonna play him. So like, I'm hoping with the failure of Secret Invasion, because since Secret Invasion, Marvel has made good television shows. Agatha All Along, might I say, is a great show. That show
Yeah.
was magnificent. So Ironheart is just okay in my opinion. I don't think it's the worst. I don't think it's the best. I think it's a solid show. Like I've seen worse shows, not even on Disney Plus, but on other channels and other stuff. Then they get numerous seasons. So I think this show does deserve a second season.
I mean,
But it
look,
depends on the people who are gonna come and see it.
streaming number
Now,
one on Disney Plus.
I will say,
Does that mean anything?
I don't know, but I seen it and I'm gonna brag about it.
Yeah.
You know, but I will say some of the critiques of the show that I've seen through the internet that I gotta refute. One thing is when she said that, oh, Tony Stark was a billionaire. If I had $1 billion, I'd be better, right? People were like, oh, well, Tony Stark, he came from the gutter. He made his shit in the cave and all this stuff. A young black woman from Chicago in reality, only seeing a billionaire with an Iron Man suit, who never seen the Iron Man movies like we has in the audience, of course she would think this nigga's a billionaire. Of course that's all he needed to be who he was. So like that criticism doesn't make any sense to me. I saw another criticism where she said they're like, oh, all she cares about is money. All she cares about is money. She is poor. Of course, all she cares about is money.
She's literally putting the money back into her inventions.
Exactly. You know
They
what I'm
act
saying?
like she blowing it.
So
Yeah.
like that's another critique I had. The Midnight Boys had a critique of the show that I didn't really agree with. They said the dialogue of the show, nobody really talks like that. I had no issue with the dialogue of the show. I thought it was funny. Yeah, there was some dated jokes in there, here and there, you know what I'm saying? You know, like the go home Roger. But that joke made sense because the neighbor kid was in the house all the time. What the fuck you supposed to say? I mean, granted, the girl is only 20. Does she know about Sister Sister? I don't know. Her mother looks about our age. She probably watched the show with her mother. I don't know. I don't think I need to explain these things,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna explain them. A lot of people were upset about her killing old boy at the end of episode 3. They say, "Oh, she's a murderer." Tony Stark was catching bodies left and right all through them Iron Man movies, and we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that.
We act like he wasn't trying to kill her.
We acting like he wasn't trying to kill her. She was running away. She technically didn't kill him. She was running away. Not her fault they taking the oxygen out of the damn room.
I mean, it is her fault they take it out. It's just out the room.
I mean, it is her fault. She did fuck up the whole plan, but you know.
Yeah.
I will say those are the things that I had an issue with people having an issue with. I thought those were just over analysis of the show. I think the show is suitable. I think it's okay. I think it's good enough to at least get a second season. And hey, after a second season, if it doesn't get any better, give it a cancel. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest with you, bro. Disney Disney owes Ryan Coogler.
Yeah.
So
bit.
they should get a second season.
Well, he got
off the rip of a Ryan Coogler executive production. They owe him.
I will
what
say
he did with Black Panther.
I will say an executive producer credit doesn't really do as much as I thought it was gonna do. You know, I thought I just had higher expectations for like the writing of the show because he was an executive producer. I just had because his name's on it, I just had a little bit higher expectations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But yeah, I think it was okay. I think the show's cute. I get why you said the soundtrack's good. They played a Saweetie song and then Saba performed in the same episode. So I was like, oh, there
Not
you
even
go.
that. Not even that. Like
Good, there is a good soundtrack. But when I heard those, I was like, ah, yeah.
There were times where I guess, you know, we did hear, you did send me a video of like people claiming, oh, it's like hip hop, a whole bunch of hip hop shit. But as soon as she landed in Chicago, it was soulful music. It was soulful Chicago music. Like you heard a lot of that throughout the show. It wasn't just hip hop music being played.
Exactly.
Like,
that's what I was thinking too.
The show was a representation of the city.
And another thing, fuck them racist ass white boys that was talking shit about the show on that damn stream. You fucking racist ass racist motherfuckers. Talking all that shit. Oh, they gonna be like, oh, well, I bet you her stepdaddy's dead. See how they said stepdaddy, she don't got a father. I was like, shut the fuck up and watch the show. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's important.
Motherfuckers.
I think it's important that I think we're at a point with television and media, if we truly care about it. If it is black led, black created, you support it and shut the hell up. Exactly. Now, not even shut the hell up. You can have an opinion, but go watch it.
Go watch it.
Don't base it off the clips. Don't base it off what another nigga saying.
Watch it for yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you watch it for yourself, you might end up liking it. I wouldn't have any bad things to say about this show. Do I think it could be better? Yeah. But do I think it's terrible? No.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
Like I said, I give it the first 3 episodes a 7.
Like I said, I stick with my 6 out of 10 so far. I gotta see how it ends. If it ends really good, I could see it going up to a 7 or 8. You know, but so far it's a 6. The first episode, you know, it was a little slow. I think the second and third episode really picked up. The third episode really picked it up for me.
Yeah.
I just want to see her in the suit a little bit more. I want to see her do a little bit more in the suit. I want to see her actually having to use the suit and like in fighting in more ways, like actually flying around and fighting somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like now I know the budget, but like also I want to see her do a little bit more with the suit besides just flying around and getting in and out of it, and you know.
There we go, man. Is that all you got?
I think that's all I got. I think so. Do I have anything else? On Ironheart? Nah, I'm good. I like the actress to play Riri Williams. Put her in more stuff.
Yeah.
I like her.
Okay. Let's get to Tyler Turntables, man.
Yes.
Big shout out to the DMV. First off, man, Wale dropped a single called "Where to Start" with the SWV sample.
Okay.
You know, he got another one out, man.
Word.
Real soulful vibe. Shout out. Wale gonna give you a good vibe. You know, a song with a good vibe. So I appreciate that. Now, let me try to get my voice together, y'all. My voice dry. My throat dry. Pause. We done came on this show. Excuse me. We done came on this show a decent amount of times and talked about this woman. We done talked about this woman. And we done talked about everything except the music.
For sure.
Now, I'm going to tell you one thing about this woman. No matter what happens outside of the music, that music is good. That music ain't never let a nigga down.
Oh, interesting.
Ain't never let a nigga down. Them albums have always been real solid. But Shorty came out different. She came outside for this album. I'm talking about the one and only Lizzo. Big Lizzo. Lil Lizzo. Thick, whatever you want to call her. She outside, bruh. She dropped the album called My Face Hurts from Smiling. And when I tell you, this was totally opposite of what we've ever heard from her album-wise. And we all knew, you know, she dropped a couple raps into some previous projects. But I ain't know she was going to come out with this way, bruh. I ain't know she was going to come with this type of fire. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas, she has so far made the album for the summer. If you love to see women just having a good time, if you love to see women outside enjoying themselves, this is the project right here. Big shout out to Lizzo. How do I say this, bruh? She has dropped the best female hip hop album of 2025 so far.
No,
She has dropped the best female hip hop album of 2025. You tell me who better.
Who dropped in 2025? Hold on.
Exactly. She has set the standard. The standard has been set. And the problem with this is, I don't think a lot of people gonna live up to it. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. They lucky she not popping really in the hip hop space. Cause Cardi B, boy, it's a problem, bruh. It's a real problem. I'm trying to tell you, bruh. Who done dropped in 2025, bruh?
I'm looking it up now because that's a bold statement, bro. That's a bold statement. It's a bold statement.
I know it's a bold statement, but this album is fire.
You really think it's that good?
What else have we heard?
I thought it was good.
Bro?
I listened to it. I gave it a listen.
What else have we heard? This year has been some bullshit except for Larry June and 2 Chainz. Who else?
Right. This year has
what
been
else
ass.
have we heard?
Yeah, you're right. This year has been ass. This is not a. This has been a.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Meg dropped this year? Meg ain't dropped this year.
Shout out to Saba. You know, Saba had that joint with my nigga, with the producer.
Yeah.
No ID. But I'm just saying, bro. Female wise, this the best hip hop album I've heard this year so far. Okay, that's number one. Okay. And honestly, it's top 5.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm looking through the albums now. I'm looking through the albums for the year so far. I'm looking through them. I think you.
I'm just saying, bro.
I'll be honest with you. I'm looking through. I went through January. I'm in February now. I haven't seen anything really too notable. You know, nothing.
I'm out here looking at big girls different. I'm listening to the album. I'm looking at big girls different.
Yeah, yo, you know what?
She gonna make a nigga buy some Yetis. You
know what, T? You know what?
I'm finna put some Yetis on some titties. After listening to the album, big shout out to the Yetis. She was shouting out Yetis so much. Oh my goodness, bro.
You know what, Tyler? I'm going through the albums this year so far.
I'm just saying, bro.
Ain't shit really dropped. Lil Baby dropped start of the year, but that was okay. That was. Yeah, Will Smith dropped an album this year. Music this year, you might be right. Because I listened to this Lizzo album. I listened to it. You know, I thought it was good. I was impressed. You know, I thought from listening to it, she came out hard. I will say,
She
I
can't,
said,
nigga, the
I
whole
texted
album,
you.
she ain't slow up.
I texted you. I texted you. I was, oh, she coming out with the bars. I never heard Lizzo rap. I never heard Lizzo rap.
She didn't slow up, bruh. She
She
didn't
did
let her
go the
foot
whole
off the
time.
gas,
Yeah,
bruh.
you know what, bro? Rapping wise, so yeah,
She didn't.
she might be
She
on to
didn't let her
something.
foot up off the gas, bruh.
She was rapping her ass off in this album. She got a lot of catchy songs in this album, I will say. A lot of catchy songs. I like the one with Doja Cat. You know, I have my affinity towards Doja Cat.
I
You
know,
know,
but she still ain't gonna let you fuck.
whoa,
As she
whoa,
said in
whoa!
the
I
song.
am a happily
It's the name of the
married
song.
man.
The name of the song still
I
ain't gonna
know,
let you
man,
fuck.
but come on, man, we give us a disclaimer before you say things like that.
My bad.
I
G.
like the song Left Right. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I like Ditto. I like how she ended it. The
Ditto,
Yitty on your
bruh.
Yitties.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This
She-
was an album. This was a
New
hip hop
Mistakes was
album, bruh.
good.
You
New
come in
Mistakes was
hard.
good.
She came in hard with the crash out. Ditto,
I
one
like
of the
it.
best outros I done heard in a minute.
She did go off.
It's like niggas don't know how to put a project together. This was a
Yeah.
project.
Well, you know what?
She done gave us every type of twerk music from all the different types of regions.
I will say, I never doubted her talent.
No, I get it.
never doubted her
But
talent.
that's what I'm saying, bruh. That's what I'm saying,
the-
bruh.
You know
We
what?
niggas, we talk about it outside of the music.
Everything else
But,
around
bruh,
the music is what
she has never failed when
I
it
did
comes
see-
to the music.
I did see a video today. It was an interview with somebody that's on her team, someone involved with her somehow. And I guess they was talking about how she was talking and she was like, the audience I have, I want black women to like my music. And I think this is her attempt at it. Now, is everyone going to give it a chance? I don't know. I've
That's the
been seeing
only
rumblings. I've been seeing rumblings on the TikTokies. You know what I'm saying?
This ain't an
And
attempt, though.
some of the one of the songs, I can't remember which song it is, but the bunch of the female bodybuilders I be following on TikTok, you know, they talking about Lizzo, one of Lizzo's songs. I can't remember which one it was. Might be the gym song of the year.
Bruh.
Cause
I'm
she
just
was,
saying, bruh.
I like got your bitch. This shit comes out hard, bruh. That's that Uncle
dropping
Luke right
on
there.
it, dropping on it with that New Orleans shit.
Yeah.
Come on, bruh. Look, bruh. Look, all I'm saying is the standard's been set.
Yeah.
The standard's been set. I don't think Sexy Red can make anything better than this. Meg got real competition. Don't let
Yeah.
Lizzo keep going this route, bruh. I don't think she will.
I will say, if Lizzo keeps making music like this, her whole fan base may transition.
It's gonna be ratchet.
It's gonna be
a sweaty
and
ass
she need to make
concert.
some more music like this. My thing is, does she got another project coming? Because it's a short one.
13, what you mean?
songs. But I'm saying, like, is she about to pull out something where she got a rap album, then she gonna do her pop shit again?
Man, I ain't never seen a pop performer just pop off like this before.
Yeah. Well, you know, my girl, Doja, I told you, she went off. But we don't want to talk about
always been a rapper.
Now she always been a rapper? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. She wasn't a rapper. Now she a rapper.
Okay.
I peep game. Give me my credit.
You're
Give
right.
my credit. Give my
No,
credit.
you're right about me. You're right. I'm gonna stick to what I'm saying. No.
You give me my credit.
I gotta
It's
go
okay.
back and listen to what the fuck I said now.
It's a clip. You and CJ, nah, she ain't a rapper. And then she dropped that album, that last album, she was rapping her ass off, you know, and then everyone was like, oh, yeah, maybe she is rapping. You know what I'm saying? That's all I say, you know, this is another example of these girls making a pop album.
But you got it. No, let me explain to you what I mean. Cause I know you not, I know you'll listen. I listen to Lizzo adjacently. I'll be in the car, my wife play Lizzo. You get what I'm saying? Lizzo's not just a pop artist. She's a singer.
Okay.
Like she makes songs that are like her singing all the time. It's like pop feel, damn near like off of a Prince tree type shit.
Okay.
So for her to go from that to this is something we haven't seen, bro.
I get it. I
It's
respect
not
it.
the same as Doja.
Well, Doja's on a different level. But I will say, I think this album was pretty good. I actually listened to the album for once, Tyler. I was, you put it in a group chat. I hit play while I was cooking dinner. And I will say, I had it on the speakers. And I was like, oh, I was bobbing my head. I liked a couple of songs. Some of these songs might go on the cookout rotation.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You might hear some of these songs in the club if you get the right DJ.
This was a summer album, bro.
Yeah. Nah, you ain't lie. It is a summer album. I think. I mean, even from the album cover, she in the shorts and the white tee, and the white tank top.
Album release dates are very important.
Did she drop this on a Monday or a Friday?
I can't even remember, bro.
Because I didn't even know she was dropping an album.
I think she dropped it on Friday. Album release dates are very important.
Okay.
Right. I say this because she dropped at like the perfect time.
Yeah.
This is a summer album for you to be outside enjoying
right before
yourself.
The week before the 4th.
I'm gonna be livid. I don't know if that's the right word. I will be upset if Cardi September 19th album release date is a summer album.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Nah, you're right.
Don't make us wait for a summer album.
Yeah.
You dropped a single called Outside. And you gonna wait till September?
Yeah, that was strange. That was a strange song. Can we be honest about that song though?
It is what it is. Came and went.
The song was not good.
It came and went.
Wasn't good.
It came and went, bro.
Yeah, the song was not good. That song was ass.
I know we got our Cardi stan. Yeah, KC.
That song was ass.
I was like, bro.
I was in DR. I was like, oh, Cardi B dropped a new song. Let's play it. I put it on. I said, all right, just put something else on.
I'll be honest with you.
I didn't like that song.
Bongos.
That Bongos had too high expectations because of WAP.
And what was the other joke? With the
I like that other
sample?
One. What's it called? When she was walking in the
I think that was decent.
That one
was decent.
I heard that one a bunch of times. What's it called? Dang, I forgot the name of the damn song. Golly. Dang. Oh, Enough. That song had a little moment.
Enough was decent.
That was
I mean, look, bro, she really ain't put out no fire since WAP.
Nah, let me see. I'm going through her track list. Bongos was eh. Jealousy. Like
okay,
what?
the album so far the album it got Outside, Up, and WAP.
Yeah,
on there. Up is hard. Up is hard.
Up goes hard. Up.
She's saving WAP for last. So WAP look like it's just gonna be a bonus.
Yeah. Up and WAP look like a bonus right now. Outside.
Anyway, I'm just saying, bro. This better not be a summer album. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I hope it's like an album that's like the last one, where it's actually you get some type of like, she actually put work in her last album. You know what I'm saying? Her last album was not only good, but it was actually impressive. It was impressive because it was good.
Inspirational.
Inspirational, and actually how she actually rapped on the album.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for JID. I think he may save 2025.
He dropped the freestyle.
Yeah. He was on that song with Offset that dropped the same day as Outside.
JID dropped the freestyle with his football highlight tape as the video.
That's dope.
Fire. First of all, nigga could play.
Yeah. He looked like it. He looked like he could play football. But he had a verse on that song, Bodies, with Offset. Nigga went off.
Man.
I don't know. I know you don't like singles, but that nigga went off.
July 11th, man. Let God sort him out. Clips is coming.
Honestly, that might save 2025 too. Cause you're right, Tyler. Ain't nothing really been that great. Friday's album was good. but like that's not really rap. That's more R&B, like
Yeah,
soul. You know?
this year hip hop wise, it's been weak.
It's
It's
been a
been weak
weak
so
ass
far.
year.
Except
That's
shout
2
out
weak
Larry
years
June.
in a row if you think about it.
Shout out Larry June.
They had Larry
GMX
June and
dropped
2
last year,
Chainz.
bro. Kendrick Lamar saved 2024.
Yeah, but that was like last minute.
No,
Last
but we
minute.
also had
Actually, no, 2024 was a good year.
2024 was crazy. We had
Not album wise, but
Might
not
Delete
album.
Later.
Was that
Drop.
2024?
Yeah,
Oh shit,
same day
yeah.
my daughter was born, that thing dropped.
Oh yeah, you're right. Damn, that felt so long ago.
Yeah. Did we get a Drake album?
Was that 2024 or early? That was 2024? That album with Party Next Door.
Yeah, we got a Drake album. We got that whack. Yeah. You're right.
You say it. The only good song on there is Nokia. It's the only good song on there.
Got that whack.
And that song took a minute for me. That song took. You know how I realized I didn't know that was a Drake song, and I didn't know it caught me. I kept saying "baby girl," and I was like, "Where did I hear that?" And then Jada was saying it too, and she's like, "Yeah, where did I hear that?" And then I put on a Nokia music video with a drop. I was like, "Oh, that's where I heard it." That's how you know that shit came and went.
Yeah. All the top dogs dropped last year, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 24 was solid.
It's a solid year.
Solid.
And we had the beef.
Yeah.
The beef. This year has been weak though. You're right. This year has been weak. Weak ass year. Lizzo.
But that tends to happen after Kendrick drops. You notice that?
True. Yeah, because 2023 was a weak year.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything major happening. Actually, 2023, we had that run from Drake where he was dropping an album every 6 months.
Weak year.
Yeah, you're right. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
Her Loss is a classic, though. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, that's a good album, bro. That's a solid album.
Her
That's the
Loss
one with him in 21, right? Yeah, it was good. That was
big
a good
facts.
one.
Big facts. All right.
That was a good one.
Shout out to Lizzo, man.
Shout out
My
Lizzo.
face hurts from smiling. Make sure you guys go check it out.
Could not believe that Lizzo might be the one to save hip hop this year. The clips gotta come, man. The clips gotta come.
I'm just saying.
Larry June and 2 Chainz, man. That shit was fire. I still listen to that today. Life is beautiful.
All right, man. We gonna make this one quick.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it like that. Anyway, we don't got much on the main topic, but here it is.
Yeah.
Halle Bailey was caught on a boat having a good time with some mysterious nigga.
Some dreads.
Shout out to the mysterious nigga. Congrats
skinny
to you.
guy. He looks skinny.
Here's my thing about this, man. When you dealing with the father of your children, I just feel like, and vice versa for DDG, you don't want to give the other parent any ammo.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this just didn't seem like a calculated move. And look, there's a lot of comments, girl, have some fun, live your life. But it's like, dog, I don't understand why this ain't, why can't you just play a little smarter?
Well, here's my thing though. DDG been out in the streets all over live streams with India Love and nobody says nothing. You know what I'm saying? She was at Casanat, had Stream University. Guess who all up on DDG at the Stream University?
Tell me about
India Love.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is
where
another
all this
problem.
started.
But this is another problem. We got look, man. Look.
They go in the
I can't speak really from a good perspective on this because I'm married. But if I had a child with somebody, I would be very selective on who I'm with. After if we plan to separate, yeah. I just couldn't fathom being out here just like slinging.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This the homie DDG, not even the homie doo-doo garbage. This is what he's out here, guy. Girls twerking all up on him in the streets. She can't be on a boat with one fella who's unnamed, not even on video, but his pictures. One time. I know because they got all this the custody dispute and this and that. They got the domestic violence stuff going on. They got all this and that, all this drama. He trying to expose her. She trying to just keep him away from the baby basically because he crazy or she alleging he crazy. It just seems like she's trying to move on and continue with her life, and old boy keeps trying to pull her down. Now, I get that maybe she had her moments when she was crazy herself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying she didn't. She only human. We can't be holding these people up to these standards of perfection. And I'm not saying you are T. I'm just talking about in general. So like at the
No,
end of
you
the day,
know
we're
what?
all
I'm gonna be very honest with you, bro. I think for Chloe and Halle, I'm very guilty of that, bro. I
okay.
am very guilty of holding them to a higher standard. So
Yeah.
I'm going to apologize for that. But I'll tell you what. I mean, when we look at their trajectory, signed with Beyonce,
Yeah.
had a great opening album. The Kids Are All Right is it's a really good project. You know what I'm saying? And I know I know that sophomore album with them too was like a black dress with the angel wings,
I
don't
thought it
ask
was
for
yeah.
permission, ask for forgiveness, woo wop. But I just felt like they were smarter,
Okay.
you know. But then I don't know, you start to see Chloe being like expressive.
Yeah.
And then
I seen her ass more than I see my own ass. Why did I say that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
and then Halle get pregnant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
They
what is it? It's like what is going on?
not only just pregnant, but pregnant out of wedlock by a
I ain't
streamer
judging.
of all people. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna I ain't y'all ain't hear that from me.
But there's my thing. This is why I'm saying we held them to such higher standards because when they did this stuff, think about when Chloe first started coming out with her music that I can't remember the name of the songs, just the videos.
Yeah.
It was shocking because we were like, oh my God, Chloe Bailey, remember her coming up. She's shaking ass and thongs and lap dances and all
Yeah.
this and that. It was shocking. And then we was like, okay, but Halle, she good. She chilling. She chilling. She's doing her ballads, And she
Exactly.
pop up pregnant. And it's like
Exactly,
one of those
bro.
things where it's like, you know what? At the end of the day, we held them too high a standards. They're regular people at the end of the day. All these famous people are regular people at the end of the day. They're all
Yeah.
humans. They're all subject to mistakes. I'm not saying Halle getting pregnant is a mistake, but I will say maybe the partner she chose was the mistake, not that baby.
You're right.
We still also seen that this subject that gets screwed over by some fuck niggas.
And
You know what
hey,
I'm
bro,
saying? And
that's the wild part,
it
bro.
goes to
That's the
show
thing, bro. But that's the
that a
thing, bro.
fuck nigga has unlimited powers and can get any woman. Look at Beyonce. Even she got cheated on by Jay-Z. Now I'm not saying
Bro,
Jay-Z didn't redeem himself and
fan.
fix that situation.
He
But
did.
even Beyonce had a situation where her sister was whooping that nigga ass in the elevator because she was whooping that nigga ass in the elevator.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was
like, ah,
blocking
ah.
them joints. He
He was
was
blocking
doubting
him. He
them
was like,
joints
ah.
though.
He get his ass whooped when he block it, when he tried to block, he tried to he can't
We can all learn from that as black men.
yeah, for sure.
He ain't throw no jab.
Yeah.
Block.
You know what? The biggest issue for black men in America,
Talk to her.
we can't keep it in our pants. We have a really hard time keeping it in our pants.
Hey, bro.
We don't gotta fuck everything that look good. We don't gotta fuck everything that get to us. I'm not saying it's all black men, but I'm saying there's a large amount of black men that have this issue. And
We not
I just
moving
feel
with
like
precision. We not moving with
we not moving
precision, bro.
precision. There's no fucking reason. There's no fucking reason while I'm watching this thing with Kirk Franklin and all the young bucks. Why? What's his name? Wayne. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about?
Country way.
Country Wayne said he
Country
has
way,
7
yeah.
kids at 22. Ain't no fucking reason to have 7 children at 22 years old with 7 different women. Ain't no reason for none of that shit. That's what I'm saying. This is what's wrong with this. That's one of our biggest issues. We can't keep it in our pants and we don't like condoms. There's no reason for young niggas that are 20, 22, 23, 24, 25 years old to have so many children with so many different women. Look at Offset. He got mad baby mamas. Nick Cannon got 10 baby mamas. But you know what? He didn't start having them baby mamas till he became a millionaire. We
He's
got niggas
financially
growing up in the
responsible.
hood. It's
What? Hey,
growing
bro,
up in
it's
the
a lot.
hood with
We gotta
mad
be
children.
honest. It's a lack of education.
Lack of education. And I'm not saying, I'm not going to put it all on the brothers. Women also. They got to vet who they let get in there better as well.
You know what? No, you know what? You know what, Jake? We black men. We gonna stick to black men.
But what I'm
Now,
saying
mind
is,
you,
what
we
I'm saying
talked
is,
about this in the
we
last
ignore
episode.
the red
I talked
flags
to-
on both sides.
I talked to KC about this. This is how I felt about Cardi B.
Okay.
You saw that Offset already had two, three kids before.
Yeah. Why you letting them put babies in you? That's all I gotta say. Now if you get one, that's okay. Everyone deserves a mulligan. Cause sometimes you do get one.
You got one and you locked in on that one. All you trying to do is raise that one. A good woman gonna see that and be like, you know what? I see the mindset.
Yeah.
If you after multiple,
it's gotta be some type of accountability.
I can't judge.
I wouldn't even want to be pregnant if I knew the dude I was messing with had 3-4 kids with 3-4 different women.
But I ain't gonna lie though, bro. Hey, brothers, we manipulative, bro.
Hey, they are. I will say and I'm not saying that women aren't manipulative, but fuck niggas are really good at it.
Niggas are good with the word, bro.
They be slanging it. And I'm like, hey, I don't know what it is, but they be slanging it. They be getting these women all in their situations.
And I ain't even gonna lie. Okay, as a nigga that may have been manipulative maybe once or twice in his life, it's a powerful position to be in.
Yeah.
Knowing that you can do that, bro.
Yeah.
It is almost like a drug.
Yeah, maybe. I've never been in that position, but
it's almost like a drug knowing that all I gotta do is say this one thing, bro, and she be back with me, bro.
Yeah.
Easy money.
Yeah.
Easy money.
Honestly,
it's an interesting situation, bro.
It's
but like I said,
interesting situation.
But
you ain't got 4 or 5 baby mamas.
Exactly. At the end of the day, no, self-control is a very self-control / discipline.
Yeah.
It's a very it's something that needs to be worked on in perpetuity. Yeah. You will never get to a point in your life where you feel like that's something that you're going to completely have down pat. Because with every step of life, there's going to be another level of discipline that has to show up.
Yeah.
You a black man, single, you got to have the discipline to not have sex with every woman that wants to give it to you. And you also have the discipline, if you do decide to do that, to be sexually responsible, sexually safe. Okay, you get married. Sexual discipline. Oh, not just sexual discipline, but discipline to take your ass to work, come home. Mm-hmm. Discipline to treat your wife with love and respect on a very consistent basis. That's not just love, but that takes discipline as well. You have a child. Discipline to raise his child. Feed your child. Do everything you need to do for that child. And not only for your child, you still got to have the discipline to make sure you show love to your wife.
Yeah.
On a consistent basis. Or show love to the woman who birthed your child. I don't care if it's your wife or not.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, they raising your child if they got custody.
Matter what phase of life, developing, you're going to have to continuously work on self-control and having a level of discipline. And not only we think about discipline the way we treat others, your ass still got to be healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I just never understood personally. I just never understood how you could have the time, if you really locked in with your lady, how could you have the time to put in work with another woman? That just sounds like a lot of work that's unnecessary. I must really be easy for a lot of fellas because I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had to entertain another woman, we said this on the podcast numerous times. If I had to entertain another woman, I don't know how I'd be able to do it.
I mean, look, dog. I wanna
Maybe because we
act like,
solid.
yeah,
Maybe
I
we're
wanna
solid.
act like niggas done found ways, bro.
I guess so.
Since the dawn of time,
Yeah.
niggas have figured out a way. I mean, I've known some.
This been going back
I
since
knew
the 50s and 60s, maybe 40s.
That's what I'm
Brothers
saying,
been
bro.
having second families.
I knew a really good man. He's still a good man in mine. God rest his soul. But man had a whole other family. We didn't know till he passed away. Oh,
Which
yeah,
is insane.
You be thinking about
Which
it like,
is insane.
man, how?
Yeah. Where
And
did you find the time?
These brothers was like construction, handyman.
They was working. Just working. How you have a whole nother family you working all the time?
Man,
You just not come home? Is that a regular thing?
Wife at home, cooking, cleaning, giving it all she got. And you come
Out
home,
there.
you come home like Denzel in Fences. Come home with the baby. Like, man, what the hell?
Where'd that come from? I'm saying, when the hell you have time to do that?
And you asking the wife to take care of the child.
It's crazy.
Man.
It's crazy.
Look, bro. I mean, look. We do live in a world where we gotta do better as a group. But, all you can do really is continue to work on yourself.
Yeah.
Hopefully you could be a light, be a beacon to somebody else, man. And, I find great I want to say pleasure, man. I think it's cool when I see brothers being like, hey man, I see you with your family. You know what I'm saying? Or I see, man, you've been married for 5 years now, man. That's beautiful, man. I mean, when the brothers give you them humble brag, like, I'm gonna get like you one day, you know what I'm saying? It's, as much as it's just a saying, they wouldn't just say that. You ain't saying that to a nigga
you don't respect.
You don't see that. You don't say that to somebody you don't respect. So, for one, we got to continuously big up the brothers doing it right.
Yeah.
So Jay,
sure.
I see you out here, my brother.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Continue to hold your lady down.
Appreciate it.
You're doing a great job.
I got 16 days to figure out a nice anniversary on a budget.
Ooh. Boat ride.
Yeah. Boat riding.
Look for boat rentals for the river.
Boat riding.
Yeah, boat.
I thought you said bowl riding.
No.
Riding.
Boat. Look for boat rentals. Maybe get an hour. Bring some wine. I saw this joint. They might have boat rentals with a table on it. Bring some wine, some food. Yeah, look for that. That'd be hard. Just a suggestion, because I've been trying to do stuff outside of the restaurant.
Yeah.
That can get monotonous. Is that the word? Yeah. So trying to. I
think I got a plan, bro. I think I got a plan.
Yeah.
I think I got a plan. I ain't gonna say it. I mean, she ain't gonna listen to it, but I think I got a plan. We'll talk about it off air. I got a plan.
And congrats, man. Congrats. Anniversary is 16 days.
2 years coming out.
Oh, man.
2 years.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
2 years married. I miss my wife. KC, bring my wife back.
It's funny. I was going to ask you about this. I was going to ask you something. And you don't got to answer because I know when I ask deep questions, you be like, nah. So let me ask you. What is something nobody told you about marriage that you found out through marriage?
Good question, T. Good question. I must think on this a little bit.
Yeah.
How hard it is to have serious conversations on a consistent basis.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you're gonna have to have a conversation you really don't want to have.
That's a fact.
And you gotta still do it. You gotta be able to talk to your lady. You gotta be able to air your grievances out to your lady. And you gotta let your lady air her grievances out to you.
That's a fact. No, that's very true.
You gotta feel comfortable enough to be able to say, hey, you know what? I'm upset with you, but I ain't really that. If once we talk it out, I'm okay.
Yeah.
We just need to talk
Yeah.
it out. You know what I'm saying?
Man, and you know what? That's crazy because, and sometimes, you know, in my experience, you're right. You have to say it, and sometimes it may not be received well.
Yeah.
But one thing I know about my wife, I know she receives it. Sometimes she
Yeah.
may be a little defensive on it initially, but I know she'll come back to it, and all right, let me give you some more details because I'll mess up sometimes, and I'll say it when she's leaving. She'll be leaving the house, and I'll be like, "Hey, man, I don't really like the way you do this, that, and the third." And then it's like, all right, we can talk about it later, but I just had to, for some reason, I had to say it right there, you know.
Yeah.
But that is real, bro. You
It
you
really
got to have
takes
those hard conversations.
it really takes not being a pussy. You know, keep it blunt. You can't be a
Yeah,
pussy and be married, bro.
nah, that's a fact.
You gotta be a
Emotionally,
man. You gotta be a man
yeah,
emotionally. It's not
yeah,
all about being a roo rah rah tough guy. You can't be afraid to get vulnerable. You can't be afraid,
yeah.
you know, to
To
let
hear
your
the
woman
hard,
know to receive
woo, yeah,
critiques. It's like they gonna
yeah,
say some shit and it's gonna hit you to the core. You're gonna really sit with it and think.
yeah,
Now,
yeah. You gotta take your time.
if you a real man, you take it, you listen, you receive it,
Talk
you
that
think
shit.
about it. You
Yeah,
bring it back to him like, hey, you know what? When you said that, that really affected me, babe. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? You know, that really
And,
affected
and
me. It
and
really
it
got me
take
thinking.
it take a real woman to say that and
Yeah.
let you sit on it.
Yeah.
Cause you know, my wife used to say something to me, and I'd be like, "All right," and she'd be like, "So what you got to say?" That I'd be like, "I don't have the words right now, but I'm gonna get back to you."
Yeah.
And you
Sometimes you
know,
gotta take a walk.
I'm
Come right
telling you,
back. Not
I'm
out the
telling you,
house. Walk to the
nah,
kitchen and
go
walk right
downstairs.
back.
Yeah, go to
You
another
know,
room.
walk to the bedroom, come right back. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Sometimes they gonna hurt your feelings. Sometimes you're
yeah.
gonna hurt their feelings. Sometimes you may do things for them intentionally and still get told that you didn't think about them when the sole purpose of what you was doing was them in mind.
And you
It
can't be quick.
happens.
The tough part is not being quick to respond sometimes, bro. Not
Yeah,
being
sometimes.
defensive. You can't
Yeah.
be defensive.
You know, I'll tell you one time, you know, my lady wanted, I got myself something for dinner. I got my lady some sauce for dinner. But when I got my lady, I could also eat.
Big facts.
But it wasn't like for me to eat right then and there. It was
Smart
for
man.
us to both to eat the next day. But I also got her something to eat for that night. It's something that I knew she would eat that night and something I knew she'd eat the next day.
Facts.
It was a pack of pre-cooked chicken from Trader Joe's.
Oh.
I got myself a frozen meal. You know, some lamb and rice. She goes, why didn't you get me that? I said, I got you the chicken. She said, you just thinking about yourself? I said, no. I actually wasn't thinking about myself. I was just gonna grab the frozen meal and walk out and not say nothing. I went back in the store and got you the chicken. Yes, this chicken that was able to be for the house, but at the same time, I knew you liked that chicken. That's why I went back for it because I didn't want you to say that to me. And that happens sometimes.
Fair. That's a fact.
That happens sometimes. Now I don't know if that's a marriage thing or just a relationship thing, but I think it's a marriage thing.
Yeah. You know, one thing that I didn't realize, one thing nobody told me was your wife's gonna want to do a lot of stuff with you.
Yeah.
I was I still am. I don't mind just doing. I love doing stuff by myself. I'll be honest with you. I love going to movies by myself.
Great
Go
feeling.
running, golfing, gym. I'm cool with it. It's always be interesting when it's like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. She'd be like, yeah, I'll do it with you. I was like,
Interesting.
okay. Yeah.
You
It's
sure?
just sometimes just don't calculate like, at least for me, it just don't calculate it like, dang, this woman likes to be around me.
She has to hang out with you.
Yeah. It's crazy to think sometimes.
Yeah. Maybe that's the
know?
opposite for me. I like doing stuff with my wife.
No, don't get me wrong.
But it's the opposite for me. Like
Yeah.
I'm the one like, hey, I'll come with you.
Oh, got you. Yeah,
And she be like, oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's
And
interesting.
I think it's an outcome of the way, both of our parents kind of roll.
Yeah.
I won't get too deep into that, but you kind of see, we brought different styles
Yeah.
to this marriage, and to see us blended together, man, it's been cool, man.
Yeah.
It's been great. It's been great, and then having the child, it's been good.
Yeah.
It's been good, man. Shout out to all the brothers out there. Once
Goes
again,
to,
shout out. What's up?
I was gonna say, goes to show, Halle Bailey DDG is not the epitome of a relationship.
No,
Listen to us.
no,
We might know what we talking about just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, because at the end of the day, what's for you is for you. You do the way y'all work is the way y'all work. You know, don't take everything from us.
Yeah, no. Some things I be fucking up.
I
I
don't want
fuck
to be
up a lot.
responsible.
I fuck up a lot.
Oh man,
all time.
big time. But we know how to recover.
And also, you don't need to take credit every time you do something good.
Man,
just do it.
Woo! As a black man, that is the hardest thing. That's one of the hardest things to get over. You do not need to take credit just because you cooked dinner one time.
Don't mean you be like, hey, baby, I cooked dinner. Nah,
just cause,
how about you do it a couple more times without saying
just because you wash the dishes. Look, you got to remember, bruh, you just think of it as you just putting more money in the bank.
Yeah.
And you may not cash out that night, but it's cash in that bank.
Weekends come. The weekend
comes
soon.
The money working. It just, you might have to put some more in there before you cash out.
You gotta save a little bit,
I'm save up a little bit.
Yeah. You can't get nothing with $3, but you can get some with 50.
On that note, that is another episode of the No Clearance Podcast, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure you check out the Patreon convo before the convo, man. We've been having a lot of fun over there. I'll tell you right now. Shout out to our patrons. We appreciate your patronage. If you want to join the Patreon, please go to patreon.com/noclearance for $5 a month. Damn, that's one Starbucks cup. Starbucks cup, bro. Yeah. You get the convo for the convo, the madness that happens for the episode. I really
we say some wild shit on there too.
I hope you guys enjoy. Please hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed to the episode. Like the video. Leave us a comment on your favorite part of the episode. You feel me? And that's all we got for y'all today, man. Please stay blessed and stay black.
Peace.
Peace.